Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Danielle, Nicole, Pamilara.
Adrian, Miguel, Reyes.
I'm Koji Reyes.
I am Joyce Ann Peña.
I am John Patrick Olarte.
And we're going to present our project entitled Solar-Powered Automatic Soil Moisture Maintenance as an Effective Thirsty Crop Grower. Philippines is considered as a tropical country, which means we have warm climate and we experience drought, especially during the summer period. So this causes the lack of soil moisture content that can lead to dryness and eventually death of plants. Water is considered as one of the most essential components in propagating plants, not just because it transports nutrients, but it also helps in maintaining their lives. Watering plants can be time-consuming and it involves a lot of effort. So the researchers designed a machine that automatically supplies water according to the soil's moisture content and supplies fertilizer as well. So overwatering of plants can be prevented through this device, which sometimes can lead to rotting of fruits and death of plants.
With El Nino, overwatering and time consuming are being the main problems in farming, automatic irrigation has become the go-to solution. There are plants that hate overwatering, and then there are also plants that love constant irrigation, which we call thirsty crops. Here are some of the examples of thirsty crops here in the Philippines: rice, sugarcane, beans, carrots, cucumbers, peppers, and squash. As you can see, these are some of the most common crops that our farmers sell to the market. Almost every market and household have one of these staple foods because we Filipinos love them, especially rice. They are the main sources of income of our farmers since these crops are very profitable, especially when they export them to other places. And thus, these thirsty crops are particularly important in our economy.
Objectives. In this slide, I'll be discussing the ideas or intentions that our project will aim to accomplish. First is to ensure enough moisture content in the soil essential for plant growth. With the use of moisture sensor, the water content in the soil is constantly monitored and maintained relative to plants' requirement, thus preventing the lack of nutrients that the plants or crops will need from water. Second, to reduce time and effort exerted for plant watering without lowering its quality. Despite the fact that time, energy, and effort in taking care of plants were greatly reduced, its quality remained the same, if not better. Third, to save energy since it uses solar-powered energy. It utilizes low-cost green energy since it uses solar panels as a main source of electricity. And lastly, to ensure the growth of crops or plants since it has a specific time which it will release fertilizer. It is also equipped with fertilizer dispenser that can be set to preferable time to release the fertilizer, which can help plants or crops grow healthier and stronger.
Let's now look on how we make our product. Since thirsty crops need a lot of water than others, we make a combination of water sprinkler and moisture sensor, which main functions are 1. To detect the moisture content of the soil, 2. To sprinkle water if the moisture sensor perceives that the moisture content of the soil is lower than preferred level, and 3. To automatically stop the sprinkler if the water in the soil is sufficient. It also has a feature that can set time for the fertilizer to begin. It is also solar powered, which utilizes clean energy. In this part, an input-output process diagram is shown. In making this product, we divide this into two parts, which is for the water pump and for the fertilizer pump. First, in the water pump. For the materials we use, it includes two scopes, which is for the hardware scope that includes water pipe, red pipe for fertilizer and blue pipe for water, water tank that can absorb rainwater for efficient use, and a sprinkler. And for the electronic scope, that includes moisture sensor to detect the moisture of the soil, plus we added a cover to this part for long-term use, peristaltic pump to pump water, Arduino Uno, where we put all the codes, and breadboard to connect all the wires. In the process, we connect the peristaltic pump to the water tank using the water pipe to the sprinkler. Next is we program the Arduino using the codes that will make the moisture sensor work as well as the peristaltic pump. Lastly, we connect the Arduino to the solar panel.
So for the fertilizer pump, we use the same concept as a water pump, but we add a timer setter and it is connected to the solar panel. So its main function is to control the flow of fertilizer and sprinkler at a specific time when the customer wants. So it is also connected to a peristaltic pump which is connected to the Arduino Uno.
Our target market? El Nino-prone farmers who rely mostly to growing thirsty crops as their source of income and livelihood. Why did we choose them? It is because we want to help these farmers who worry about not growing or selling their crops during summer. They are the people who feed the nation but are often disregarded by many, so we chose them as a form of gratitude for their hard work, patience, and perseverance.
To sum it up, we can assure that our product will definitely ensure soil moisture. It is equipped with soil moisture sensor that will help monitor and maintain moistness of your plants. An effective method surely it is. Due to the fact of being an automated one, we assure that this is an efficient and better way to water and fertilize your crops. While our aim is to lessen the effort on watering and fertilizing plants, the condition and growth of the crops will surely be maintained as it is, if not better. That would be all. Thank you.